mine. It's mine. I gotta do it. I gotta do it. I gotta do your toesies. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. No. Good boy. Good job. Yeah. That's a good boy. No, it's not gonna happen. No, no, gotta do it. This is always that age too, where they start to, you know, get a little feisty about stuff, and as long as you just keep doing what you're doing, and they start to understand.
You're not hurting them.
This is how life is. This is how we gotta do things. Then they generally kind of give up and be like, okay, we're done. That's a good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. We're going to do all the things today because they have had 2 other baths, and they've had their nails done and their feet shaved at least twice. So we're going to go ahead and do all the things. And this is perfectly normal, typical puppy behavior. We just do what we do. Try to do it as gently as we can. And if we have to, we do all kinds of things upside down and backwards and whatever until they figure it out. And you can see his little tail still wagging. So he's not freaking out. He's just being a silly puppy. And I know all the things. I know all the strategies because I've been breeding dogs a long time, and I've been grooming dogs for even longer. So I just try to get it done quick. I don't get picky about it. I just try to do all the things. So that way they get used to the things being done. Shave little Mr. Winky. That's a good boy. And right in front of his little eyes. Oh, what a good boy. Oh, good job. Oh, that's a good job. That's a good job. What a good boy you are. Yeah. We're going to do just a little bit in front of his eyes, if I can get him to hold still long enough. Good boy. That's a good boy. And then the other things I do with puppies is I try to trim around the edges of their feet a little bit so they don't track poo. You gotta watch they don't stick their little noses over there while you're trimming stuff. That's the main thing. Because then the next thing after the nose is the tongue, and that's no fun. So I just try to do it really quick. And he's starting to shiver a little bit, so that means he's a little bit cold, and he's a little bit stressed because we are doing some more stuff than we did before. So we're just gonna keep going and say, oh, that's a good boy. What a good job he's doing. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Okay. Go take the nozzle off the dryer. We're gonna keep our hand nice and tight on the bottom. You did a good job. And it is really hard when their toes are really tiny like this, but it is important that you just keep nipping the little sharp edges off.
So you're just going for the very tip, right?
The very, very tip, yep. And a lot of people, they're like, oh, how soon is too soon? I'm like, it's never too soon. I'm trimming puppy nails at 2 weeks old when their eyeballs are barely open.
Yeah.
If not sooner.
If they can scratch you, then...
Yeah, well, it's just that it's something that needs to be done, and it's something they have to get used to, just like all the rest of this stuff.
Right, and
Back ones are really short.
Earlier you
yeah.
introduce it and get them used to it.
Yeah, she's a good girl. Oh, she's doing a good job. That's a good girl. Yeah, that's a good job. You want to hide? Okay, you can hide. And sometimes they just want to hide, and that's fine too. You just let them stick their head in your armpit, or up next to your chest, or whatever. If that makes them feel better. Good girl. But just keep going, and just keep telling them how good they are, and they get over it. Even if they don't like it, they get used to it, and they get over it. And your groomer will thank you immensely. Trust me, I know. And even if you're an owner and you're not actually doing any trimming or anything, a lot of people will use like an old electric toothbrush, like an old head, and turn it on and touch their feet with it and run it over their body and do things like that. And
just to get used to the sensation?
And used to the vibration and things touching them. And so even if you don't want to trim your own puppy, you don't have to, but if you do all of these things with something that vibrates and makes noise, they get used to it. Yes, they do. And it's so much better. Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? Okay, we're gonna do it a little bit. And the brothers are protesting over there. Do you hear them? They're trying to protect you. Good job you did. So proud of you. You got something in your hair. What is that? It's just cut it off. Yeah. No big deal though. Just like, there we go. Dozies. Dozy time. Dozy time. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah, these guys, they definitely have more of the poodle personalities too. Maltese are really sweet, but sometimes they're a little fussy about their people. Poodles, just generally toy poodles, raised properly and all of that, they tend to be a little bit more friendly and affectionate. And don't get me wrong, your mom is really sweet, but it's just a different little personality. Boy, you are a chub. So on the 6th, they're gonna go to the doctor and get their shots and all their stuff.
So that's like middle of next week?
Yeah.
Cool.
Is that next week?
Yeah.
No, I think it's the week after because we're on the 29th. So it's the week after, it's a Wednesday after this one. It's the 6th.
Yeah, another week.
Yeah. So about a week and a half. They'll be 9 weeks old in a week and a half. That's a good boy. job. Mr. Winky. Oh, step away. You're okay. I know it's a little scary. You did a good job. You did a good job. It's okay. Doesn't hurt. It's just feather sanded. It's just in front of his face. So if you do this with, like, you know, the end of an electric toothbrush or an old mustache trimmer or something like that, and just touch them with the back of it, and then, you know, you're not hurting them and nothing's going to happen to them, but you're just getting them used to the noises and stuff. Okay, here we go with the scary machine. Good job. Trim your little baby a little bit. Here we go. Okay.